me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Snowhawks and the Houston Oilers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Akeem Hunt now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Knight. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on 1st down, Knight. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Knight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Knight. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! 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 Over!
On third down, Knight. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
On third down. That's Hunt. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. Knight. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Oh, this is blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very man.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, he saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Now Hunt on the return. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And here now the offense heading back out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on second down, Knight. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. First down carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
From the gun, Knight. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Off play action. Knight. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Knight over the middle to Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with the football here to begin this second quarter of play. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Knight. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Knight. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Knight. He's got Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. from the gun. Knight. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Knight. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Knight. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
throwing on first down. Knight looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slow.
Taylor going to run the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Taylor now throwing on 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake. Knight. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to try and throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And now off to the races down the right side. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Now Hunt on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Knight. Room to run past midfield. And Jones has it over the middle. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Knight. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the gun, Knight. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Gun! Back there in that belly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight stepping up. He'll try and run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second and goal, there's an option play left. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z.
Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Steps away to his left. Busts through the tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Slow.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Coleman on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 20, 10, 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Operating from the gun. Knight. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Taylor. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 38 there on third down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Gone!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job, defense.